From Flushing, Queens, baseball from the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Time now for a glance at the Phillies batting order in this one. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, I'll be keeping an eye on what that leadoff hitter can do in this one. He's got some serious speed, and that's a dangerous weapon at any level. It wreaks havoc on opposing pitchers because there's so many ways to manufacture runs when speedsters get on base. So don't be surprised if you see him cause trouble out there in this one.
Michael Conforto steps into the box now, and he does so in what feels like what will be an important moment in this one. Bases loaded, high score.
Yeah, guys, and it's always nice to play with that early lead, so we'll see if he can get it done right here.
This is flared right back over the mound. One there on the first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Well, you know, nothing kills a rally quite like a double play ball. But this is a double whammy. You've got a double.
Christopher Jones will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
Christopher Jones.
Out in front of it, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Hot shot on the ground is short. Flores is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, A.J. Pollock. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. 1-1, here it is. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be two. There's one. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
Yeah, really, no shot at two.
Settling in now, Miguel Sano. He drew a walk his first time up. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now the pitching coach is going to come in and have a word with him. And in the second inning, once he makes sure he's okay physically, he'll be saying, hey, look, let's put all the...
Stepping in, Christopher Jones. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Jones.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
0-1 again, and he's at 100% on first pitch strikes, now in the middle innings of this one. No wonder he's pitched so well.
The windup and the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, a couple of mid-90s fastballs, and he hasn't been close on either one of them.
Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman.
Christopher Jones will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Boy, his guys got him the lead.
Christopher Jones will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Boy, I'll tell you, there have been a lot of swings like that all day long. They just have not been able to get a read on this guy. And that's not the first time he's made a guy look bad.
And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the Christopher Jones struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0-for-4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go 0-for, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Jones is retired, 2 down now.
Yeah, a nice job.
Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
The final line.
Yeah, he only had 1 hit, but he definitely made it count.
From the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, welcome to beautiful Citi Field. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next. Christopher Jones steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1. These Mets, EK, as they take the field here today, it's so far so good as they enter play 3-0 on the young season.
Yeah, and they started this series off with a blowout in Game 1, so you can maybe use that old tired phrase, firing on all cylinders right now. because they're getting contributions from everybody on the roster.
Franco.
Maikel Franco will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
These are the backbreakers early on. You have 2 outs, you got a chance to get out of it, and now all of a sudden 2 runs are in, and they've got a decent chance here to pick up.
Number 38 steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far.
Well, this could be a huge inning or maybe the end of the inning. This is a pivotal at-bat in one of the turning points of this ball game right here.
On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning. So 2 runs. Number 17 will stand in now. He homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Here it comes, 0-2. Hit out towards second. Jones takes it in time to first, and there are 2 away. Time now to take a look at Terry.
Well, they need to get guys on base, so you need patience at the top of the lineup and then aggressiveness out of the middle of the order once you've got some guys to drive in.
Christopher Jones.
Hit hard toward the right side. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Now batting, third baseman.
And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Maikel Franco. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. A block at the plate, and he's out trying to score. It's a double play, and the inning is over. Eric Campbell is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Hard hit ball to second. Jones. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Miguel Sano comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 30.
Into the box, Christopher Jones. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's set. Here it comes. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
4 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. That's lifted the other way out to left. Conforto has a play, 1 down.
Third baseman, number 7, Michael Bronco.
Christopher Jones will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's now an 8-7 ball game. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Phillies will have to be content with... And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I think in the end, this really could have been anybody's award, but what the heck? Let's go ahead and give it to this guy. He's as deserving.
Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in New York. Today, the third and final game in this 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. Two of the best bats in the business go at it next on the show. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. EK, any thoughts?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
Number 67 gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, remember last year he had an ERA in the low 3s. Very dependable, very consistent. One of the most...
Christopher Jones will get his first opportunity now, and you can see that average pushing up near 350 to start things out. trying to escape unscathed here in the first.
No balls, 1 strike.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Striding into the box, Christopher Jones, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. First pitch of the at-bat. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Maikel Franco stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Oh, and he sat on the curveball there, and he yanks this one out to left. This ball has plenty of carry to it, and it's going to clear the wall by plenty. A home run. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and the Fightin' Phils have opened up a 5-0 lead. Christopher Jones will stand in now following the home run, and you wonder if that losing streak is about to go by the wayside.
Well, they're not home yet, but certainly this has been a much better performance than we've seen out of them for a while now. So all signs seem to be pointing to a potential victory.
And he's retired here, 1 away.
Well, that's pretty nice. You come into a ball game, you throw 1 slider, and you get yourself an out. Now that'll help you settle right into the game.
Digging in, Yan Gomes. He singled his last time up. The 2-2 pitch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Throw gets him 2 down.
You can't underestimate
Christopher Jones will bat now. He popped out in foul ground last time.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
Over to LeMahieu covering at the bag, and that ends the inning. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned into the standout.
Time for baseball on the show from the bank, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the San Diego Padres and the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies baseball starts right now. And here's a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting San Diego Padres. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, they got to love the production they're getting out of their leadoff hitter right now. He's got some wheels on him, and that's a big part of why he's successful at the major league level. Routine grounders become tough plays. Singles get turned into doubles, and what would have been a 1-2-3 inning suddenly becomes a rally.
Christopher Jones will dig in now, and as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Trying to escape unscathed here in the first. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike one. These Padres, Eric, as they take the field this afternoon, they haven't quite been able to get on track yet. They come in 2-4 over their first 6 games.
And it hasn't been a particularly good start to the road trip either. In fact, it was terrible as they were swept in the first series of this road trip. They've got to put that behind.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Carlton Sandoval digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Oh, and he can't pick it up. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Home half of the third. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christopher Jones. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Right back at him and off his glove. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now.
Well, this isn't going to go into the scorebook as an error, but
Christopher Jones will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I think he saw stars in his eyes there. He was thinking grand slam on that one.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
oh, and he had a pitch to hit right there, too. He just didn't hit it.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And they get the... Brett Laurie will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. Hard hit ball to second. Jones on to first, and there were 2 down. So 1 man gone for the Friars in their half of the 8th, and stepping in the right-handed bat of third baseman Brett Laurie. High pop-up. Calling for it, Adams. And that's the second out of the inning. Christopher Jones digs in to lead off the bottom of the 8th inning.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
0-2.
No plate discipline that time, and he's in the hole now, 0-2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And the throw is there to record the first out.
Third baseman, number 7.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Padres win it 4-1. So long from Philly.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game for the victorious San Diego Padres. 4 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 10 men on base. For Philadelphia, 1 run, 7 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base.
With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Tonight, the second of 4 between the San Diego Padres and the Philadelphia Phillies. It's Phillies baseball on the show next. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He enters the day among the leaders in the AL and runs batted in, and he's just a huge part of this lineup. Seems like when he goes, they go. We'll see if that's...
Gerald Rowan will stand in, and as you can see the big number there, he's up over 400 to begin the campaign. Well, you always hope